Hello everybody, my name is Todd and welcome to Honeysuckle Farms. And we're fixing to get working on the carriage house, doing some drywall work. But first thing I want to talk about is tell you that we've been invaded. I'm going to show you pictures and talk a little more about that in a minute. That was close. All right, well, as I mentioned before in the intro, we've got a severe problem here at the farm. We've been invaded by wild hogs. In the past 2 months, we noticed we had some wild hogs coming in this area right here by the carriage house where we put corn out for the deer and the squirrels and the birds. And we saw a couple of them come in, and then it's gotten to where you'll see in the pictures, we probably got about 15 to 20 hogs coming in at one time. Now, I'm not a big hog hater or anything like that. In fact, before I started raising pigs, I enjoyed hunting hogs and still do. But when you have a farm, that can be a real bad problem. We had show you a picture of a hog that we shot, a boar hog that was trying to get into my pig's pen up there through the hot wire. Fortunately, he couldn't get through, but he was able to dig a big hole, and he was just basically staying at nighttime. He was staying right outside the pig pen. And there's no telling what he could have done had he got in there with the hogs. He could have killed my boar hog and killed the babies. That's what they do sometimes. But we just decided, you know, we're going to have to try to take care of this problem. It's gotten bad, but they haven't been here in the past few days, but we're getting set up for them. Going to bring some artillery out for those guys and take care of that problem. But it's something we got to nip in the bud quick. They've gotten so brave to where they've been up feeding around our hog pens. And we can't have that anymore. So like a lot of places in Texas and Florida, we got problems with hogs, and here in South Georgia we've got a problem, and we're going to deal with it. So we'll keep you up to date on that and let you know how it goes. But hogs ain't going to last around here. So in our last video, we cleaned, grouted, and sealed the stone on the porch. I then decided to go with a 2-inch wood base that was burnt and oiled just as the exterior of the house was done. As soon as I began installing the base, I knew that it wasn't the look that I was going for. With all the wood in the build, it just didn't give me the look that I wanted. But since it was ready to install, I went ahead and put it down so I could see what it would look like when it was completed. But just as I thought, it wasn't the look I was going for, and plans were already being made in my head to try a new base to better fit with the stone floor. Little did I know it wouldn't be the last time that I took the base off to get to the final product I had envisioned. All right, made quick work of that. I'm probably going to end up taking that up and redoing it. I don't like the way it's sitting. I'm going to really need a real tall base to go with this, the concave of the wood there. So it's just not sitting with me good. But for now, it's taken care of. We got some grouting touch up to do. We'll get that taken care of later, but we're fixing to get up to the garden and get at it. Early in the video, we showed that we planted the rest of the 2 raised beds. The big raised beds are now completed. We've got cucumbers, zucchini, yellow squash, and tomatoes in each one. Of course, I got my celery over there. And then we went ahead and planted the hydroponics. Just got it started. It's gotten so hot and my fan kicked off, these plants were starting to die, so I went ahead and got those put in. You can watch, you just watch in the next video, you'll see how fast those things grow. It takes about a week or so for them to get acclimated to the system, and then they just grow. And we came over and planted our pepper bed, which is becoming a strawberry bed. I've got quite a few strawberry plants in here, so we got peppers and strawberries. Hey, that works out well. Make a jam with it. And then last but not least, we planted the old collard bed and put some zucchini and some onions on the back row, just a few I had. But this is our zucchini. We love our zucchini. Got a few pepper plants right here, super chili. So anyway, got our planting done for the weekend. Got some more to do inside the greenhouse. We're going to do that next weekend. Finishing up the sheetrock on the windows in the living room. So then we're going to put the corner bead up, and once we do these windows and the two in the bedroom, then we're going to be able to start putting some mud on. So looking forward to that. So we're going to get at it. All right, well, it's Saturday, and we got some work done on Friday, although not a whole lot, but we were able to get the rest of the sheetrock around the window frames and get the corner bead on. And then we moved back into the bedroom where we got finishing up the third window there. We're fixing to put the rest of the sheetrock and the corner bead on the last windows here, and we'll be done with the sheetrock upstairs, and we can start putting some mud on. Fun part. We spent the first part of the morning finishing up the sheetrock on the inside of the windows in the bedroom of the carriage house. Once that was all done, we did a major cleanup on the upstairs of all the excess sheetrock, screws, and everything else, so we can get ready to put mud on the walls, something I wasn't looking forward to. After that, we hooked up the trailer, head up to the pig pen, and loaded up the teenagers, take them off to the processor. Normally I film that, but you can check out our previous videos on how we do that. Once we were done with that, it was time to go home, unhook the trailer, and do the chores. After that, we called it a day. All right, so we spent the day, the early part of the morning and mid-afternoon, working up here in the carriage house, doing some mudding of the drywall. It's been a long time since I've done drywall work, so I started down low and started getting used to it again. But getting the hang of it. Unfortunately, my back isn't, so I'm gonna have to call it a day for today. We gotta go feed the animals and do some chores. But it's a start, we're getting there. Get all the rooms ready to, all the sheetrock is done, corner beads in, and Now it's just time to put mud on the walls. Well, it was such a busy weekend I forgot to shoot an outro. But as Rustler and I head off to go feed the cows, we want to hope that you had a fantastic weekend and an outstanding week. And remember, don't ever give up on your dreams. My name is Todd. This is Honeysuckle Farms. Hope to see you next video.